resting on my chest. I guess that my shoulder is all you get. When you moved around, yeah, that's where it all fell. Oh, to the ground, baby. And you like to move in silence, baby, so do I. This could either be hell or a paradise. Talking to your friends, baby, so do I. About you, we both know it's too late. I forgot I lied to you. We both know it's too late. I forgot I lied to you. Yeah. Who said we can't forget even if it don't last? Baby, when I get up in it, you forget the past. I'll make sure to cut all of the strings that get attached. And you make sure to call me every time you want me back. I love the way you say your name, say your name. I remember for some Medicare. Love the way you say your name, say your name. You like to move in silence, baby, so do I. This could either be hell or a paradise. Talking to your friends, baby, so do I. About you, we both know it's too late. I forgot I lied to you. We both know it's too late. I forgot I lied to you. Now we both know it's too late. I forgot I lied to you. Forgot I lied. Now we both know it's too late. I forgot I lied to you. Forgot I lied.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways. And on we'll go.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to CSC NA. I am your host, Amos Kingsnake, on my lonesome today to bring you a wonderful Match Day 4 reschedule, Prospect Match Day 4. It's the Shoreline Shredders versus the Journeymen, and pistol round is already underway, so, ladies and gentlemen, let's get right into it. Does look to be going the way of the terrorist side, unfortunately for the... I'm not quite sure which side are Beach and which side are... But this T side, there, okay. The Journeymen, unfortunately, not quite able to hold much map control. I mean, there is a 1 versus 3 retake coming in, but with that bomb already mostly ticked down and not a lot of space left to take. It's looking to go the way of Beach for this first round of play. These frags are just for the extra $50 bonus at this point. Just to collect some extra cash, but round is gone. The Shoreline encroaches. First round goes the way of Beach. Hope you're all having a wonderful day, ladies and gentlemen. I sure am. Hoping you find a way to beat the heat. 'Cause it's a hot one today. Won't be able to beat the heat with this match, though. We've got a fiery one lined up for you. Both of these teams are 1-2 so far, having a bit of a rough start. But, you know what they say. Cornered fox, always more dangerous than a jackal. So both of these teams have got some fire. They've got something to prove. So they're going to be coming at each other with ferocity. Opening frag goes the way of Seed with the MAC-10. HG has elected to force buy into this round. Some MP9s and a MAG-7 on Mimsy. Always a fan of that gun, except when it goes 92-1 at point-blank range. But you can't help it. It's just doing its best. Trade answered back, though, by Tim, the big one, who himself gets traded out by Sky, Hydra to find one-up Cat, and Mimsy to get that oh-so-coveted $900 Mag-7 shot. And the last two players of Beach are cleaned up by that Journeyman force by push into mid. So, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a game on our hands. The force buy wars continue. I do love me a good force buy war. Though, oddly enough, it would appear that Beach has elected to go ahead and just cash out now. Just some pistols on them, conceding round 3. Going for that full buy on round 4. Not exactly a bad idea. Sky Song to just push right on through that smoke, but the MP9 just rips him a new one. All 5 frags go the way of Phobuk. What a spray. Nice spray down by the MP9. Collects 5 heads and an ace to get his team 2 in the game. Full buy going to be coming in for the Shoreline Shredders, though, to answer back. They're a little bit upset after losing the conversion in the third round. See if they can take that anger and channel it into a round win. Opening bit of util to block mid doors. Not sure if that's going to go the full way, though. A little bit of a gap on the top. See if that can be exploited. Ooh, Tably's well aware, but even when you're aware of the up, not much you can do when he's got a sightline on you like that. Goes down at the hands of Cryptic. Early advantage taken for the Journeyman. And with a minute 25 left on the clock, Beach are going to have to play out this 4v5 a little smart if they want to get something going on this gun round. Cryptic to go fishing for more, finds yet another. Onto Skrunkly. Man advantage 5 versus 3 for the Journeyman. Little bit of a slow mid-crawl out of Beach, just shut down entirely. No cat control, no long control. Cryptic, he's not done yet. Wants to go fishing for some more. Gets one over on the B site into tunnels. And this round is basically over, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, they've got a little bit of play coming up towards Cat here, but they've got to pull off a miracle to win this 2v5. Ooh, that nade looks good. Nah, not quite connected. Not quite connected, but on 44 HP, they might have Cat, but the flank's coming in strong. Sky Song to get the pick onto the guy's sight. Bomb will go down just in the nick of time. Holds on to his life for yet a moment only, as he is swiftly traded out. And Journeyman, boys, gotta defuse the bomb. Probably just looking for an op. Makes sense. Wait, no. Cryptic's alive. They're just looking for AKs. Fair enough. You got the time. Might as well do a little bit of scrounging. Search those scab packs. Journeymen take their third. And Shoreline Shredders are a bit of an awkward money situation. They did get bombed down last round, but not quite enough money to buy into this round, so looks like yet another round just on some upgraded pistols. More than likely going to just be conceded to the Journeyman. A little bit of opening flash assist utility out along by the Journeyman. Try to take that opening space. No one's contesting, though. No one's home. Most of Beach is stacked up towards tunnels, a couple towards top mid. A few shots exchanged from the pistols, but no damage found just yet. Well, a little bit of damage, no kills found just yet for either team. Opening frag going to be going the way of Phobic, though. On to Tabley. Shuts him down on that B lurkout. Remaining players of Beach are going to group up. Looks like they're wanting to flood out mid. Test Mr. Tim. Tim the big one. But AK in hand appears to be scaring him back towards the tons. They don't really want to contest this. Just some pistols, but I mean, you do got to go for something. 50 seconds left. Got to try something. I know it's a bit of a dire situation, but hey, nothing risked, nothing earned. They are going to flood out a B over here. Ooh, a couple of quick kills on the Tech 9s, and the B site defense crumbles away. Beach are going to get a bomb plant and a man advantage going into this post plant. Couple of scrounged up rifles, too, and suddenly we've got quite the retake ahead of HG here. Hydro going to try to go through the window. Killed by C. Cryptic to find one onto Arch with the op. Mimsy to try to fight this player back sight. Tucks back behind the box. Isn't given that kill. Cryptic left in a 1v3. No bullets. No chance. Shoreline take their second off of the Tech 9 late round push. Excellent round out of them. You know what? Maybe, I know they can't hear me, ladies and gentlemen, but it did feel like they risked it all, and they got rewarded for just that. Bravery is a valiant trait, my friends. And off of that, both teams are going to be fully bought and ready to rumble in this sixth round of play. A little bit of an aggressive peek by Cryptic into lower tons. He's going to get one, and away he goes into the smoke. Going to get chipped a little bit, but escapes with his life. Highway robbery onto that player lower tons. Early man advantage for HG. Mimsy to creep through the tunnels, through the B-lurk, discovered by Skrunkly, shut down, man advantage, just as swiftly as it was gained, swiftly it was lost. A little bit of Molotov up of Cat. Cat player's not phased, though. still just holding his ground, waiting for the eventual push, if it so comes. But Beach looks like they want to go for a little bit of a B hit late in the round. There is only one player hard dedicated to it, but with a rotation coming in quick by Cryptic, this is going to be a tough round to crack themselves into. Smoke's not entirely good. Cryptic, unfortunately, unable to find one on the cross. His teammate, Phobic, is able to get one, but he's traded back by Tably on the double entry, and yet another man disadvantage retake for HG. Emmerich to get one op kill of his own onto Cryptic, and now Tim, the big one, is asked for a big task to try to 1v3 this round, but unfortunately cut down by Skysong trying to go through the window. Shoreline shore up the score, 3-3. Journeyman's in a bit of a pickle here. Not exactly enough money to fully buy, but a little bit of residual cash. We'll see what they do with it. Could choose to force into it, but based on what I'm seeing, looks like they're just electing for a few upgraded pistols. Mimsy, yet again on that Mag 7 to try to get something done. A little bit of a cheeky close-range kill. They're charging right up mid. Dink onto Skrunkly, but Skrunkly is feasting well. Collects 3, is taken down, but Skysong kills his killer. And Mimsy left in the 1v4 with a shotgun only to his name. Soon to be discovered in the back. Taken down by C. Shoreline take the lead. Just unfortunate they were not able to get anything done with those pistols, but not really much you can expect. Just go for a Hail Mary push up mid and hope the guy barrels, doesn't get a good spray transfer. Unfortunately, you went up against the Skrunkly, and the Skrunkly decided, not today. You are all going down. Another gun round coming in here on this 8th round of play. Cryptic back on the op, everyone else back on M4s. Fast play out of B, though. Catches players maybe a little bit unprepared, but opening frag does not go the way of HG there. Well, they get one, but they are swiftly traded back, and Shoreline just absolutely overtakes the site. Yet another second verse, same as the first, ladies and gents. Looks like we've got yet another man disadvantage retake for the Journeyman. And if you're Journeyman, your money's not amazing. Might be worth just calling this one off and giving it another try next round. You lose this one, pretty much guaranteed to lose the next two, but they're brave on HG. And maybe their bravery is gonna work out in their favor. They get a couple of opening kills. Few opening kills, and Emmerich is just way too far out of position to do anything. Maybe looking for a lurk, and that is going to be the round. Journeyman to get it off the 10-second stick. They go searching for him even. They're just scratching their heads, left confused, like, where is that last guy? Must have fell asleep. Shoreline Shredders might be wondering that themselves. They're taking a little bit of a tactical pause, asking where that guy was. Maybe he was, maybe something happened. Maybe his cat got on the desk. Just try to get themselves realigned. They're doing pretty well. They got 4 rounds in a row. 4 rounds in a row, I believe. But their streak came to an end off of Journeyman's retake there. They will have enough money to buy into the next round, fully. They've got a little bit of cash left in the bank. Winning that save kind of gave them a lot of economic advantage. HG in much the same position. They're also able to full buy as we go into this 9th round of play. Ooh, going for an op pick early on. Emark tags Cryptic down to 8 HP, walking within an inch of his life. I mean, you don't need 100 HP to get the op to get kills with the op, but man, that is a little bit of a tough thing to swallow. Bitter pill to swallow. Not much you can survive after that. A little bit of a mid-crawl out of Beach here. Trying to establish some map control. Maybe work their way up Cat. They've got full lower tunnels. They haven't really contested long at all this match. Unless they went out, I think they went out pistol round, but after that, that was it. They just decided to go to slow mid plays, and so far it's working out. Mid plays and B plays, and so far it's finding them some success. You know, if it's working for you, you don't need to change it. Little bit of a flash peek in by Phobic, assist from his teammate. He's able to get one, but he's traded back. Kydra, though, to kill the second player on Cat. Tim to get another kill onto Skrunkly. Skysong to answer back one of his own, but HG are at a man advantage with 40 seconds left. Beach are going to have to move, make a move somewhere soon. And they've elected to go towards Cat here. 2 players to defend in Mimsy and in Kydro. My apologies. Kydro is going to go down, though. Mimsy left alone with 2 terrorists on site, and he's just going to elect to... Ooh, is he going to go for something? Ooh, he's going to pick up the kill onto Skysong. Gets the kill onto Emark. What even was... That wasn't even a challenge for him. Just looked like he was just wiping them away with ease. Not even breaking a sweat, ladies and gents. Quick little flick onto the player Cat, and Journeyman take back the lead as if they had never lost it. That was a solid retake out of Mimsy there. Shoreline still have got the money for another buy, but not a lot of rounds left in this half. We'll see if they can salvage it and take this lead back, but the form out of Journeyman that round makes it seem like maybe, just maybe, they've got all the gas they had in them taken out of them. Just unable to trade back, even with the positional advantage. They are going to try to call out long here, maybe a little bit of a late long pop, but Tabley's forced back by the Flames. And every single player of Beach is just stuck outside long. Tabby to just eat that grenade for breakfast down to 43 HP. And with the player tucked close long, ooh, gets 1, gets 2, unable to find the third. Little bit of damage, though, onto Skrunkly. 4 versus 3, positions of all terrorists known. This rotate's coming in a little bit quick out of the B players. 2 players on site to defend the last remaining Beach players. Mimsy to get tagged down to 6 HP, though. This is going to be a bit of an interesting hold. Phobic and Mimsy to tame up to try to hold the line. Dink found onto C. Kill found. Skysong left 1 versus 2. Full HP against this retake. Unable to do so. Tim slaps him down. Journeymen take their 6th. I do love me a nice cat hit. Even if it doesn't work out, it's always a lot of fun to see. That wasn't a cat hit, though. That was a long hit. Maybe they'll do a cat hit. I like a long hit and a cat hit. I just like Counter-Strike, ladies and gents. It's a fun game. Long hit yet again, though. Cryptic to be tested. Mac-10 unfortunately able to find the kill long range. Can't really fault the player for that, though. Mac-10's not exactly good at full long-range spray downs like that. Positions of these players, these Beach players known, and just on some pistols and Mac-10s, it's going to be one hard take for them. They are being cut off at the pass, just being whittled away by Kydro on site. Cryptic answered work of his own with a monstrous flick onto the player long. Unable to find the kill onto the player ramp, though, is taken down, and Skysong left in the 1 versus 2, I believe for the 2nd round in a row. Phobic to Mimsy to try to wrestle this one out of his hands. Little bit of a fight out towards long. They're taking it nice and slow in HG. They know they've got the time, they know they got the advantage. No need to give them 1v1s. Make them paranoid. Force them to peek out into the open, and Skysong does exactly that. Phobic to find a swift headshot on the Skysong. Journeymen take their 7th. And as we go into this final round of play, ladies and gentlemen, it is looking a little dire for the Shoreline Shredders. They've just kind of been stalled out for a lot of these T-side rounds, just not much they've been able to get going. One of the only rounds they've even managed to convert was just a Hail Mary B push. Not sure if they're going to try that again, but I'm going to throw a little bit of early util towards long, but no actual threat behind the grenades as they elect to try to crawl up mid. But Cryptic, is he going to get one? Oh, the bullet looked like it went through his head. Valve? maybe I'm mistaken. That looked like it was right on. See, to creep out through this mid lurk smoke. Cat. Hydro Scrunky. There's gonna be a bit of this smoke. There was a fight there, and Scrunkly came out on top, ladies and gents. Fight is coming out through long here. Mimsy to defend. Just Scrunkly's just dancing on sight, trying to just waste his ammo. Unable to find one. Gets flanked by Emark. 3 versus 2, man disadvantage for HG to try to retake here. Fallback to find the first onto C though. 2 versus 2. Tim the big one gonna try to go big here with the M4, but with an upgrade on his position. Let's see if this Emark op can save this 1 versus 2, and so far out of position, just in long. Bomb is gonna be held. Didn't matter. Kill found, round found. Journeymen take their 8th in a stunning CT side shoreline shredded. I love Counter-Strike. Counter-Strike's a good game. Huh? I thought I hit my print screen button there for a second. Pistol round coming in, the second of the game, as Journeymen look to rocket out long, but Beach are also here, ready and waiting. Let's see if they can get anything done. Ooh, just a massive, just a wall of counter-terrorists waiting for them. All 5 Journeymen just shut down, read like a book. Beach take their 5th off of a long stack against the long take of the Journeymen. Absolutely shut down. They're feeling good about that one. You definitely need to get that pistol round if you're on the side of Beach. Not much you can do without it, except watch the game run away from you. Journeyman, though, elected to get a scout onto Kydro. See if he can get something done. Scout on Dust 2. A lot more deadly than people give it credit for. But, hello? Scout? He's decided not to buy it, you know? He's like, maybe I do want to save with my team. Can't blame him for that. Just some pistols for these HG players. Just a little bit of a congregation towards the B-tons and mid-door. See if they can get anything done, but when you're on Glocks, there's not really much hope for you in the round. I mean, they're being given a lot of space here towards the A side of the map, or at least Mimsy is. He's just charging ahead. He's the human decoy grenade right now. 30 CTs just hunting him down, and the rest of the T's congregating towards B, but unfortunately, it looks like that fake is not going to really do much for him. I mean, C is here. He's got the MP9. I mean, he goes down to Cryptic, but way too much time for CTs to figure out what's going on. Shoreline shut down the Journeyman off of that Mimsy hero fake play. And they get their 6th round in the game. Both sides are going to be able to buy back up here, though. Shoreline elected not to upgrade on most of their players. They're going to see if they can put those MP9s. Oh, no, they decided, nah, we can't let any of these rounds go their way. We're going to upgrade now. We're going to show them who's boss. Let's get these M4s into the mix. Let's stop the Journeymen in their tracks. 8 is all they get. Say Beach. We'll see if they can follow up with that claim, though. Fast Early cat presence, though, by Beach. Mark to just take a few shots through the smoke, reload, and reposition. There is a lurk player towards long here for both teams, so might be seeing a little bit of fight there here in a minute, but the bulk of the action appears to be happening towards cat here. Spotted on the jump up by C. Both teams concede, though. Nobody wants to stick around and go down with the ship. Not with a minute left, and with so much utils already exchanged. Ooh, Tim to find a CT lying in wait for him. No kills go either side off of that initial contact. Just a little bit of an odd positioning, a little bit too close to the wall for both players. Tably to find one of the Kydro, trying to lurk out of B. His plan swiftly discovered. Tim, the big one, going big though, finding 2 swift headshots onto Emark and to Sky Song. Man advantage taken for HG alongside the bomb site, and every player of Beach is, I mean, they're going here. They're coming up for the retake, but they are a bit far. They were a bit far once that hit came in. C to be pushed back by the smoke, and it looks like these last 2 Beach players are going to be receding. The tides are waning in this 15th round of play, and it's going to be going HG's way as they collect their 9th round. Three, 2, 1, boom. I love the boom. Don't you just love it when the bomb goes off and every last piece of util and gun that's near the site just flies away? Just makes something in my little reptile brain. Just makes something in my reptile brain super happy. Tactical pause out of Shoreline Shredders here. Debating what they want to do, whether they want to force into this around the rifles or save for a full buy next. Maybe they're trying to get their team motivated. They don't want to let that one round turn into several, especially not when Journeymen are only 4 rounds away from taking the victory on this map on Dust 2. So if you're going to stop this Journeyman aggression from getting any kind of traction, now's the time to do it before you are broke and out of the game. They have, however, another tactical pause. The double timeout, ladies and gentlemen. The double trouble, double timeout. You rarely see it, but they're cooking up something special. Or maybe one of their players fell in. You never know. It is the Beach, after all. Hope you're all still doing great, ladies and gents. Happy to have you all here. Good of you to join me. 5 seconds remain before we see if Beach can quell the Journeyman's advance. They have elected to save into this round. Just going to have the 2 rifles. What's up? A little bit of a failed cat jump, but it's okay. You know what? It happens to the best of us. I've slipped and fallen off of that stupid box plenty of times myself. A little bit of a slow creep out along here, but they're going to find out that nobody's home. Beach has elected to take cat and stack towards B. Player to just creep out mid. No kill going either way just yet. Emark is going to find the kill onto Tim. Tim to kill his teammate into Sky Song, but Emark to answer back with the USP. But JHG has discovered that nobody's here at this A site. Might as well just go ahead and, if you're just going to give it to us, we'll just go ahead and plant. No problems there. And Beach are more than happy to get out of this round with the 2 saved guns and a 3rd to be collected from that player from Tim's lifeless body at mid, downed by the Yuspas. As they concede double digits for HG. Skrunkly gonna find one with his USP? Not quite. He's got 3 terrorists staring right at him. All he's got is a starting pistol. I'd be surprised if he gets one there. Bit of a tough ask, even with position unknown. They are going to be able to fully buy here. Shoreline Shredders, they do have a full buy coming into this round. No op in play, though, so we'll see how they work around it. Cryptic to have one of his own. We'll see if Shoreline can stem the bleeding and get this game back under their control. Skysong to get quickly crossed into pit here with a little bit of assisting util out of his teammate, but no terrorists have quite shown up to the party at long just yet. No kills have gone either way, no damage even exchanged. The tension builds higher and higher. Cryptic to be taking a little bit of a peek towards mid door. He's going to find that nobody's challenging just yet. Emark going to tuck himself swiftly and safely, snugly into CT, just to make sure he doesn't give himself away. However, the long side of the map is going to see some action as 3 kills go the way of Beach. Tabley to get 2, and his teammate to answer back yet another on the mid push. And very quickly, this HG attack is being shut down. Cryptic to find one onto Skrunkly with the op, but Emark gonna get one back of his own, and Kydro, with 30 seconds remaining, bomb on his back, has to make the decision, do I save this? Do I stay, or do I go? As the popular song once said. 17 seconds, though. He does have to make a decision. I mean, I know you're a little scared, man, but you gotta... There we go. Come on. Get that bomb down. Give us a round. All right. He's got the money for his team. He's getting shot through the smoke. Unable to find one. Tabsy to just tap him down with the pistol. And Beach get their 7th round off of that hold after that individual play from the long players. Shutting down that mid-round take. HG, they are going to be able to buy again, though. So, fight far from over for the Shoreline Shredders. Still 3 rounds down, and still money in the pockets of Journeyman. They've got to keep this form up if they want to make this a serious game. March to get the op in his hands for the first time, I think, this half. Good to see it. Always like a little bit of an op versus op action on Dust 2. This is one of the best maps for it. Ooh, a little bit of a sneaky beaky like crawl out of top mid. 2 players to swing, catches Cryptic on the car. Unprepared, Phobic to answer back though. Spots the player lower. Oh no, spots the player upper, is killed by the player lower. Ooh, that push, it could have gone huge, but unfortunately it has just backfired. And HG take the man advantage. Skysong to fight Tim, but Tim comes out on top, takes down Sky. Might be left on 4 HP, but with man advantage and the bomb scrambling up Cat to a vacated... Not a vac... No, it's CT. Get confused sometimes. To a vacated A site. Bomb is going to get down, and man advantage is going to stay in HG's favor. Molotov forces Skrunkly away, and unfortunately with his teammate in lower tons, it just looks like another save for Beach here. Not a pleasant round to be saving, but with no map control and not a lot of time remaining, it is the smart play, as bad as it feels, to try to save these 2 guns when you're already a little bit strapped for cash on that Beach side of the game. Is Tim gonna live, though? Low HP. Might even be a little bit dicey to save in pit. He's gonna live? He's gonna live? Ah, Tim to go down to the bomb. You hate to see it. Should have bought Flat Jacket. Unfortunately, had the wrong pro perk. Elected to take Ghost instead. You hate to see it. Journeyman just 2 rounds away from winning this game. And Beach on the last little bit of their money. So if they're going to win, if they're going to make this game happen, now's the time to do it. 3 players going towards long. On the Beach side of things, they do take the space early. They elect to keep 2 players here instead of just 1. And they also elect to just go for a little bit of a cheeky sneak through the long door. We'll see if they can get anything done, but they are being held by Phobic. Could be a bit of a bloodbath. But no player is elected to move just yet. Caplay's coming in, slowly crawling up. HG's slowly taking their space. Phobic's still worried about this potential long push. He sees them, but is unable to get the kill. C to get the frag onto Phobic. His teammate left to clean up. Unfortunately, only able to get 1. 4 versus 3. Cryptic to find one of the cat, though, and suddenly we have a little bit of a brawl on our hands as both teams scramble to get control back. Hydro to find the backstab onto Emark. Just didn't clear properly. Tably to get yet another trade, though. And is he going to get a second? Yes, he does. Cryptic goes down. Tim, the last man standing, also to fall. And Shoreline aren't quite done just yet. They get their 8th. And Journeymen are left scratching their heads, wondering how that round got away from them. Money to be a little bit low on the Journeyman side of things. They are going to force up, but not every player is going to have anything. The buy is dire. That's some pistols and an AK. That's 4 pistols and an AK. We'll see if they can get anything done. Ooh, Rush B, Sukabliat. Ooh, they're going to get the kill. The running Tech 9 takes down Scrunkly. Tim the big one to find one on his teammate, and suddenly 4 versus 3 man disadvantage for Beach on this retake. Gonna find one of the Hydra, though. C to find one of the Cryptic as well. The Planter goes down. Phobic to get the kill with the pistol onto Sky. Tably left in the 1 versus 2. Gets the first. Oh, and he's gonna get the second. Gets the second. Retake comes in for Beach. They are not done yet, ladies and gents. Beach get their 9th. Off of what could have been a disastrous round to lose. 4 pistols going into this round for HG, and they almost get away with highway robbery on that B site. Even with the bomb plant, though, with no loss bonus, they're looking at another save. And Shoreline, unless something catastrophic goes wrong in this round, look to be getting their 10th. Going into this 21st round of play. Just a little bit of a pack mentality. Together strong with the Tech 9s. Ooh, it's 2015 now. We're going cat with the Tech 9s. And we're just gonna try to swing out and find 4 terrorists staring at it with Tech 9s. Not a fun position to be in if you're the opper. And his teammate to go down too from the Deagle play. C to get taken down by Cryptic, and suddenly at just a Tech 9 rush of Cat is getting a lot of results here. But the player, Sky Song from Ramp gets 3. Now a 2 versus 2. This backstab to come in by Scrunkly, but he can't find the spray. Does eventually connect it, but Mimsy is holding him with the op. We'll see if they can get it done, and Mimsy gets it over the line. Journeyman onto match point off of 2015 Fnatic Tech 9 Rush Cat strats. You gotta love to see it. And unfortunately, for the Shoreline Shredders, their money is running low, and so too is their time in this game. Journeyman to have 3 chances to close it out right here, right now. And with a superior buy, that is one tough ask out of the Beach squad. March to slowly creep up mid here, though. Could potentially find one in the side. Ooh, the player long might not be expecting. Unable to get the kill. Get some damage, though, and get some information, so his teammates are going to know that this long hit's about to come in. Utility raining down on the heads of Journeyman, though. Scrunkly to find one with the MP9. Phobic to answer back with the AK. March to defend on sight. Hydra to find a kill onto C with the op, and he's just combat M4ing, running and spraying. Gets one. Scrunkly left with the MP9 to try to just tap some heads. Does find one. Ooh, Skysong finds another onto Kydra holding the flank, and Scrunkly to finish the job with the MP9 onto the player ramp, and Beach get double digits. 2 rounds away from forcing overtime. And Journeymen are back on a low buy, so unless they can pull some magic out with the pistols, looks like we're looking at a 1-round game here, ladies and gents. 23rd round of play coming in. HG have elected to just get some upgraded pistols, no armor, just hedging their bets. That round 24 will be the round that they send Beach home for the day. Yet another cat crawl. It worked well the first time. Can't blame them for doing it a second time. Though Beach have elected not to give any free kills this time. They're playing far back. Not keen to get swung by 4 Tech 9 players by themselves. Tabley to defend. Gets one, but can't get another. Kydra to kill Scrunkly, and Tim to kill Tabley, and yet another cat play out of HG just steals the round away almost. I mean, they've got 3 CTs to retake here, but with Cryptic Stab coming in, could go up huge. Tim to get yet another tap down onto M-Arch, and just like that, ladies and gents, with Kydra getting the last 2 kills, Journeyman take some save round Tech 9s and just turn it into a victory. 13-10 over the Shoreline Shredders. What a match, ladies and gentlemen. Just absolute domination. A lot of those rounds by Phobic and the rest of the HG squad. And, well, that's what Counter-Strike's all about, ladies and gentlemen. That's what it's all about. Well, my thoughts on the game have been expired, so we've got a little bit of something in store for you here in a little over a half hour, maybe a little under, depending. We've got yet another game of the night coming right up here soon. It is going to be Elite Match Day 5, Orokus versus the Hydras. You won't want to miss it. We'll see you soon, ladies and gents.
I would I've been trying to fight the demons in my mind. I'll prevail with every battle if I'm right. Guess my aim was off, the target's out of sight. Would I be better if I left it all behind? 'Cause we could find a way, we could find a way. Find another place where we can just escape. We could find a way, we could find a way. Find another place where we can just escape. We could find a way. I swore I'd block your number for good, but here you are texting me you up. I know exactly where this is, on your side of the bed at 3 a.m. I tell myself don't fall this time, but you say my name and I lose my mind. You're a bad idea again, but I always let you back in. Every time I say I'm done, I'm lying. You walk in the room and I stop trying. You're a bad idea again, but here I am at your door at 10. Guess I never learned my lesson. You're a bad idea again. Your friends all think I'm over this phase. Mine keep telling me to walk away, but we both know how the night goes. We talk a little, then lose control. I tell myself I'm stronger now, but you smile once and it all falls down. You're a bad idea again, but I always let you back in. Every time I say I'm done, I'm lying. You walk in the room and I start trying. You're a bad idea again, but here I am at your door at 10. Guess I never learned my lesson. You're a bad idea again. Maybe one day I'll actually quit, but tonight I'm not over it. You say come closer and I give in. Yeah, here we go again. You're a bad idea again, but I always let you back in. Every time I say I'm done, I'm lying. You walk in the room and I stop trying. You're a bad idea again, but here I am at your door at 10. Guess I never learned my lesson. You're a bad idea again. Die for your dreams, running on fumes, trying to get by. Take what you need, love what you do, and you'll be alright. Some money, power, glitz and some glamour to make you happy. Will you be happy in the end? You'll be alright. Live through all this pain, breaking out this place. You'll be step outside your head tonight, bringing all your dreams to life. Money, power, glitz and glamour to make you happy. Will you be happy? Live through all this pain, breaking out this
resting on my chest. I guess that my shoulder is all you get. When you moved around, yeah, that's where it all fell. Oh, to the ground, baby. And you like to move in silence, baby, so do I. This could either be hell or a paradise. Talking to your friends, baby, so do I. About you, we both know it's too late. I forgot I lied to you. We both know it's too late. I forgot I lied to you. Yeah. Who said we can't forget even if it don't last? Baby, when I get up in it, you forget the past. I'll make sure to cut all of the strings that get attached. And you make sure to call me every time you want me back. I love the way you say your name, say your name. I make me feel so medicated. Love the way you say your name, say your name. You like to move in silence, baby, so do I. This could either be hell or a paradise. Talking to your friends, baby, so do I. About you, we both know it's too late. I forgot I lied to you. We both know it's too late. I forgot I lied to you. Now we both know it's too late. I forgot I lied to you. Forgot I lied. Now we both know it's too late. I forgot I lied to you. Forgot I lied.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways. And on we'll finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We have got the second match of the night for you. We've got Elite Match Day 5, Orokus versus the Hydras. Pistol round underway. I am Amos Kingsnake, this time joined by...
Fishiness.
Right on! And with pistol round already underway, we're gonna see who's gonna come out on top, DRG or ATL. We've got one hell of a game ready for you.
Yep, looks like we're gonna get like a fake coming in here into B.
Yeah, with all these DRG players stacked up and waiting, looks like they've been pulled off of A and just Bomb is gonna go down on uncontested. 2 quick frags out of Pig there to crack open the last remaining players on that A site, and DRG scrambling for the retake. Seth to go down as well by Chip. And with 2 DRG players left, looks like this retake doesn't have much life left in it. They have answered back too, though, so maybe something is in the works. A bit of a jumping one tap by House there off the trash can. You don't see it very often.
Yes, and then we have House and Pig going down to bottom in the push split there.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna die anyway. It's might as well. I mean, you get a jumping one tap with a Glock like that. You're riding high. And with a start like that, looks like Hydras have got the favor of the universe. What a way to start off that game. DRG just electing to fully save for the next round. No force buy wars here. Nade coming up through mid, though. Unable to find much damage, though. Chip off to get one of the soybeans. Set the answer back. Pig to get 2 in return. Round concluded for the Hydras swiftly.
Yep, a little bit of mid aggression there, just shut down easily, just on the pistols, no armor. Mopped up pretty evenly like it should have been.
Not much chance whenever you've got MAC-10s in your face, and all you've got is a USP to your name. And all those nades that were supposed to do nice, chunky damage do not find their mark. First actual gun round coming in, though. Most of ATL's elected to upgrade. One player is still in the MAC-10, but full guns versus full guns. We'll see if DRG can get this game back in their favor. True to find one in mid, but answered back by House. 4 versus 4, minute 30 on the clock.
Yeah, their Truth has to get at least one more there, considering they did miss the window smoke on that. Free line of sight on everyone running out.
Ryu to find one of the soybean. Cancel to defend this B site from this lurker. Slinks back into the T smoke. Pig to find a kill onto Seth, though, on the other side of the map. Cancel to answer, but with the position of those last 2 DRG players known, Bomb is quickly scrambling back to A. House to hold the rotate. He does let one through, but position known at the ticket booth. Bomb is going to go down uncontested with a smoke at his way. Cancel doesn't have much left in this round. 1 versus 3 expected. Finds the first onto House. Jumping on the box. See if he can get anything done. Just a smoke in his eyes. Position known. Backstab about to come in from spawns here. Going uncleared. This is going to be a done round unless Cancel's got the flick of a lifetime. They're just playing that bomb perfectly. Yeah. Just toying with him. And he is going to go down to spawns. Hydras take their 3rd.
Yep, very good team play there out of 2 remaining players on ATL there. Just letting him walk through, knowing you guys will then have him locked in the crossfire. That's very unbreakable for him. Then just come out with a little bit of shots to the back there. Mop up the kill, grab the AK.
First tactical pause out of Arokus. Just deciding whether or not they want to reinvest in this round or save. Maybe they're trying to get their mental back in order. Looks like they are electing to save, though. It's going that way. Just an upgraded pistol on a few players. And some util to maybe fight for some kind of early presence. Stack of some sorts. And the 4th is going to be conceded to Hydras unless they can work some magic with these pistols.
Yeah, everyone's saying about like 1,500, 2K across the board. We're going to have Eyes buying down a little bit deeper than everyone else. A couple flashes of Molly and a Deagle coming out for them, along with some body armor.
Smoke to block connector. Oh, a little missed window smoke? Looks like.
Yeah, it looks like they've missed the window smoke again here.
Yeah, they are going to replenish. Thankfully, they do have another. Spance. My bad. Spance. Or Spawns. Spawns to find the first. Spence is a very different person.
Yeah.
Spawns to find yet another onto Soybean. Raizu onto Seth. Eyes to get one onto Spawns with the Deagle, but Pig to shut him down. Cancel left alone, P250 in hand, 1v4 expected. Bit of an impossible ask, and he's going to go down to Chip Bap. Hydras take their fourth, as expected, against the save round pistol defense of Orokus.
Yep, very, very curious to see what the adaptation here for this gun run will be from the Orokus. Seems they want to get a little bit more aggressively game main, possibly fight for mid control here. They've given it up every chance every round so far. We do have the big green gun coming out here on the house. It looks like ATL is going to be taking mid control again.
Truth also has the op in play, so we'll see how this goes. This is a full buy round for both sides. Will DRG swing this game back into their favor? With an opening kill at a chip app, though, and connector controlled. It's all on eyes. All eyes are on eyes, but Spawns also has eyes on eyes. Swiftly taps him down, quick as you like, and 3 versus 5 expected out of DRG. So I'm going to answer one back, though, from Cat. Gets a little bit of damage on the other con player, but position known. Not much chance left in the round for DRG, especially after House shuts him down with the op. True to answer one back, though, from Ticket Booth. Few players in his face from Khan. See if he can get anything done on the cross. Gets a little bit of chip damage on the player triple. Player triple, though, gonna jump up. Truth not able to adjust onto the player jumping, and that is DRG very likely going to just run away for this round and concede ATL their 5th. He's gonna do a little bit of a cheeky boost, and Seth finds one from Catwalk. Okay, Raizu left in the 1v2. Suddenly we have a competitive round. We've got a tense situation. 43 HP left on this ATL player. Expected to clutch. Position unknown as of yet, but he's gonna get swung wide by Seth and shut down. DRG are in this game with their first round on the retake.
Yep, DRG with a beautiful retake there. Great shots coming out of Trute. Did hit the tag early. Was unable to flick up onto, I think that was Raizu when they jumped up on the triple there. But they did stay in it. Ended up getting that kill on the I think it was House on ramp. Was really signaled that they wanted to go back for this.
Both sides are still gonna have money though. Orochis. I think it's Orochis. Orochis.
I think it's either Orochis or Orochis.
Orochis or Orochis. Orochis still got a few T-side buy rounds in front of them, though. They aren't done yet. True to go for a smoke pop in mid. Catches one on the cross, but unable to fully connect the bullet. Does get the information, though, that ATL have elected to heavy mid presence early on.
Yeah, I don't think he saw the guy that was running down Valley there.
Oh, he might not have saw him, but he heard him. There was some util, there was some shots. And just the absolute deluge of utilities going in through mid now. They're aware that mid has fallen, but they aren't sure if there's any lurkers on the extremities. We do have eyes having eyes on a ramp, just in case, for the possibility of a potential palace or a ramp lurk, but with a player sneaking their way into window, this does look to be a bit of an A split coming out of ATL here. Ooh, though soybean going down on Cat changes the equation slightly. Bomb is already pivoting towards that B site. Looks like it's going to be Seth to defend once these remaining ATL players make their way over to B. And the Orochis just still think it's A. They haven't quite realized that the bomb's rotated over, but I think ATL might be overcooking this. They're rotating back through underpass. They might think they've got them fooled, but no, they haven't budged. They're still holding this A site.
Yeah, we're gonna have Raizu working up connector here. Not gonna pick up this kill on the cancel. Will cancel his subscription to this round. As Trute now has to walk forward here in front of the smoke CT. Will go to end up getting one, gets traded up by Spawns. as it's now all
Set to find the frag on his teammate. 1 versus 1. Spot's taking off the bomb. Time expires. Orochis get their second off of the bomb denial from Seth.
Yeah, that just feels like they just overthought it.
They just took they overthought it. They took too long. Both sides kind of overthought it, I feel like, but it worked out in DRG's favor. They didn't budge, and maybe they called the bluff, or maybe they just thought it was going to be a late A hit, but it did turn out to be that way. Sometimes the risk you don't take is the one you end up regretting the most, as DRG end up collecting their second off of an overcooked ATL attack.
Yeah.
Buy is looking a little dire here for the ATL squad. Just a couple of Tech 9s and a couple of rifles. Op still in play, but
I'd be very interested to see what the play is going to be here. If we're going to get out, we're going to try and get out B here. Let these Tech 9s run out, create some havoc.
Seth to find the first frag under Raizu. One of the rifles early removed from the ATL squad. Soybean to get tagged down to 48 with the utility. Cancel might be finding a cheeky kill through the smoke here, but ooh, the player just gets away and mollies him off, just burns him and just gets killed by the second player towards underpass. 4-on-2 for the ATL squad, taken out by the lurk by Truth through the A ramp, and Orochis collect their third off of that 4 spy on the Hydra side.
Yeah, very, very, missed another window smoke there, like mid-round. I think it was Pig who ended up missing that, which did create that little bit of a melee there at the bottom mid. Otherwise, I think they would have found out about Cancel a lot sooner.
Yeah, Cancel definitely took that to a full advantage, able to get some kills, cause some chaos. Well, I don't think he got any kills, but he did, like, at least get their attention split, and DRG was able to capitalize on that. Hydras took a nice little time out there, try to get their minds back in the game. They are still up around, but that advantage is quickly evaporating away, and with very little money to work with, they are appearing to be conceding round 8 and their lead to DRG. Just a few upgraded pistols on the ATL side of play.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to get that B aggression here out early. Gonna have flash, smoke's going down towards mid. To fake that they're going for that mid control, however. Jig is going to be
drop Molly at his feet to stop the rush, but yeah, and he is going to stay rock solid. Teammate Soybean to come in, save as well. Both of them finding some frags on that B hold. Shut down from DRG. Hydras are swiftly taken care of. Advantage, or tie. We have got a tied game now. 4-on-4.
Yeah, Seth stayed very rock solid there. Didn't panic when he saw everyone flying at him with behind the flashes, threw the molly at his feet. Picked up a couple kills. Soybean came in, helped his site mate out, swabbing up the last couple.
Fighting for mid early from DRG. Love to see mid aggression from the CT side. Gonna be forced back by the smoke though. They don't want to test it. They don't want to chance it. Especially not with that smoke break. Good call out of the player connector there to not go fishing too heavily for any frags there. Smoke break would have ended his life. Chip have to just go fearless through the con door, to go fearless through con. Pig as well. To get 2 though is pretty, with position known, is pretty impressive, if I do say so myself. However, both him and his teammate are going to go down con. Man advantage goes the way of DRG. Truth to collect another with the op, and Raizu is left in the 1 versus 3. A minute left in the clock. Position known, bomb down on A site. You have the mountain to climb, and the Orochis are waiting for you at the peak. So, ATL has elected, it would seem, to maybe just retreat for the time being.
Yeah, very interesting here. If Raizu tries to get a gun down or two, they're with the lost bonus mounting behind them. It does appear as Raizu wants to take a little peek at that. Not going to get the kill. Sound Q's going to give it away. Troop does not get a chance to collect that. Yeah,
Yeah,
Ryzen
20
should be
seconds
looking
left
to
on
get
the
out.
clock. Just gonna save his gun. Even with a few ticks of loss bonus, that is armor and AK and a few pieces of nades. That's worth more than 2,900. But the
Truth is hunting hard
Truth is
here.
gonna get caught. That is a huge find actually for ATL. Op removed from play. They're gonna have to pay the full price to get that back. I mean, they do have some money in their bank, but doesn't take very many rounds for that to evaporate, especially on CT side. Op gonna be saved into the next round of play. Orochis take the lead, 5-4.
Yeah, there's a big mental mistake coming out from Troop there. Gonna have to reinvest into that. About like almost $7,000 worth of util and
Equipment, yeah.
armor.
Truth would get the opening kill in response. Maybe his mental's not too shattered. Just decides, you know what? I made that mistake. I'm making up for it now. Delete spots on the quick A aggression. Says no. It was all destined, predestined. The Orochis are here, and we have something to say. We're taking the man advantage.
Yeah, here's Raizu now walking around mid. Kind of walk through the smoke there. You probably heard the sound keys on the player on Cat here.
Oh, found by the player lurking through underpass. Seth to get one. 5 versus 3. Man advantage. DRG. A little bit of swift movement. Put that in the frag movie montage out of Seth. Admin, he's doing it sideways. Just a little bit of a nade, too. Why not, you know? Spin that knife. Make your jumps. You're the star of the show. House to maybe try to find one lurking out through Palace with the op, but nobody's giving him anything just yet. Might find the triple player on the side, though. Sneaky. Discovered now, though. Sound cue gives him away. Left alone on site. His teammates are in to help, but that is a 3 versus 5 take. Eyes to get the kill into House. Chip Bat, though, to answer back with 2 of his own on the Galil. And now suddenly we've got a little bit of a round on our hands. Bomb can't quite go down, though. Pig to get taken out. And with 12 seconds left, there's not much left. There's not much room to go. There's not much room left in the round for ATL to make something out of it. True to shut them down with the op. 6 rounds on the board for the Orochis. 6 rounds in a row, mind you, on the CT side.
Yeah, Truth denying that bomb plant, denying that little bit of extra cash flow in for the T side here. That could come out to be like a Molly and nade. Maybe second flash for you here early.
ATL do have enough money to buy into this round, but Truth to just get the kill onto House again. They try to counter him on that ramp peak, and he just gets it anyway. They're holding for him. Nah, it doesn't matter. You're holding for me. I'm still gonna win. Spots left to just stare at the wall as his teammate's dead body lies on the ground to his right. A failed attempt to get the opening kill for ATL, and this T-side just appears to just be completely, like, out of options, defanged by the Orochis. Nothing has been going ATL's way ever since DRG got themselves mentally back into this one. They got guns, and they've been shutting down ATL ever since.
Yeah, it's going to have an AXE to come out here. His eyes going to be sitting here on triple, all eyes onto them.
Oh, Ship Bat to just take down, or eyes to take down Ship Bat, and his Pig as well. Flawless round out of the Orochis, just complete domination. And like Hydras, I mean, yeah, take a tactical pause, maybe try to get your tactical pause, just try to get your brains back into this one. You've been getting the pantsed by these Orochis, by this Orochi squad, just absolute domination. Nothing's been going your way ever since 5th round of play. Maybe, hopefully, you could salvage this one and try to get a 5th round on your T side, but it's been a brutalization by the Orochis here.
Yeah, going to the last round and a half, you want to try and... If I'm in the Hydra's shoes here, like, I'm looking to get something on the board here. Come out of this half with a little bit of more pride, knowing that you can bring it back to a 7-5 instead of an 8-4. Gives you a little more wiggle round, too, if you do end up losing the pistol.
Yeah. Truth on 14 kills and a 2.5 KD. Truth is having a masterclass with the op this game.
Yeah, once he got that op in his hands, he has been lights out.
Maybe he's about to find one more. They're trying to bait out the shot, but they are unable to bait him into missing. I mean, he unfortunately pulls out a little bit of util there, unable to get a second, but he gets the opening kill, and the chip bap just trying to swing wide out mid, trying to just desperation play, get something done. And with a low HP Araizu as well on ATL and nary a frag going back the way of ATL, this round already looks like it's going to be a little bit done and dusted. House on the lurk with the UMP. Maybe they can get something done. Cat play coming in. Soybean tested here very soon.
Yeah, Soybean here is going to be getting pressured from both apartments and Catwalk here. Seth does have
Seth to help him out, potentially. First frag to go Soybean's way onto House. All House had was a UMP. That's a tough fight to win against the AK. Just the last three players of ATL just look stalled out in mid. Not sure what they want to do. Just doesn't look like they have much direction or much hope left in this round or this half. Eyes to get the kill on Raizu. Spawns to answer back. Pig to answer back. Spawns to get another. And now suddenly we have a 2v2. Pig to get a third onto Seth. And now we've got a 1v1. Soybean versus Spawns. 30 seconds left. Both players about half HP. But Spawns is just running to his death, it appears. They gotta get the bomb back. Oh, shots exchanged. Can't quite find the kill. 15 seconds left. I can't get it. Soybean gets the kill, and that's the 8th round for the Orochis.
Yeah, it seemed like there for a second, the ATL just like ran into what they wanted to do. Seemed like no one was talking. Then all of a sudden we got Pig and co. pulling back 4 kills in a row to make that a 1v1. However, it did seem like last player alive there for ATL.
Look at that score line. Just a sea of blue. Just a complete... They just turned that game around. They're making Hydras look like they didn't even show up at all.
Yeah.
It's hard to remember that they won rounds at all. Jeez, man. This is domination out of these Orochis.
Yeah, the Orochis came out firing on all cylinders there once they actually got the guns up in their hand.
A little bit of a B fake here. Bombs going towards Temple. Not Temple, Palace. My apologies. They got 3 players in upper apps. They have drawn the entire ATL squad here, basically. There's one lurker on the A site to try to hold. And very soon they're going to know the jig is up and that this hit is a paper tiger, but man, just even with the only 3 players on that attack, they're able to just dismantle the full stack. I mean, House to answer back a couple, but man, they just dismantled the ATL stack. House left alone in a 1 versus 3. He's got a scavenged Glock to make something happen, but Soybean just shuts him down on the window jump. First bullet out of his gun. Finds a frag, and Orochis on 9.
Yeah, the Orochis there, not much to say other than just like came out, clicked more heads.
They not just clicked on more heads, they destroyed. That was brutal. That was just the continued brutalization of the Hydras here. Window smoke? Is it gonna land? Yes, it does! Somebody watch their Nade Shot video. Not Nade Shot. Nade King? Whatever that guy's name is. My bad.
Yeah, Nade King here, bringing all your util needs.
Yeah. Just fast beat play out of DRG, but nobody's home. The stack was towards mid. Eyes left alone here against some CTs with some pistols. See if he can get... Oh, the Galil spray's a little messy. Can't really necessarily blame him, to be honest. The Galil... I love you, Galil, but sometimes you fail me, as it did fail him in that moment. Raizu to left in the 1v3, can't even find a gun. But maybe he'll find a gun, potentially. He's poking around for one, hoping he can get one. But Orochis are, for certain, going to collect this 10th round.
Yeah, and it looks like he's walking back here trying to pick up that Galil, scavenge it back.
Ooh, but the T's, they're not gonna let him. They're not gonna let. Oh, he's gonna scavenge the Glock. That. Oh, nah, you're not even gonna get that. No, you don't even get our scraps. You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir. And it does look like they're set to lose. I mean, that's 10 straight rounds for the Orochis. I've never seen a team win this many rounds in a row on this map, ever. I've never seen that. That's definitely never happened.
Never, ever. It never happened to the Lords and Savior of CS in A.
Yeah, never, ever. Never have I ever seen this many rounds won in a row. Truthfully. In truth. Mid aggression coming out by DRG. Standard mid default. Spawns to defend. Pig to defend from the other side. Crossfire up. But with smokes going in their face, we'll see if Cancel can get something done. Gets the first kill. Can't quite get the second, but he's traded out by Eyes. And suddenly, we've got a 4 versus 3 here on this very weak A site. Solo player to defend. Eyes to find spots on the rotate, and it's all up to Raizu to hold against these DRG players. Gets one. Can't quite find the second, but he's still alive at the back of sight. Gets two. True to answer one on the other side of the map. Gets the dink on Eyes, but can't quite finish his meal. And Orochis take 11. That's 11 rounds in a row for the Orochis. And Hydras are on low money. And quite frankly, if I do say so, low chances of making anything happen out of this game.
Yeah, 11 rounds in a row here. I mean, you got to be pretty demoralized in comms. They've called a couple of tactical timeouts to try and right the ship. They haven't worked.
They got for... Yeah, they haven't even fully invested. Some of their players have, some of them haven't. Maybe they're trying to... There's one's still in spawn trying to get his buy situated, man. That's... What's going on? ATL, are you... I mean, I know you're having a bad game, but man, you can't... If you're already bleeding, you don't want to, like, add salt to the wound.
Yeah, very interested here. Raizu and Pig both got aggressive here in the ramp. Gonna get
one on the side. Cancel to get the first, but he's shut down by Raizu. True to get an off kill on the other side of the map, though. 3 versus 3. If ATL are going to get something done, they got to do it now. This is the closest they've come. This is one of the only rounds they've had any kind of advantage in the round. Or not advantage, but any kind of chance. They've been at such a disadvantage for so many rounds. They do know where these players are. Everybody's here. It's going to be a bloodbath. 50 seconds left on the clock. Nobody wants to make a move just yet. Tension rising. One falls out of Palace, gets onto default, gets shot by True on the peak. Eyes to get the one tap onto his teammate, and Chipbap left 1 versus 3 with the MP9 and Khan. Position known. Chance evaporating quickly. Very little. Just can't quite get the kill on the player swinging out. Position. It's just Eyes just shuts him down. Orochi's 1 round away from the reverse sweep from 4-0 to 13-4. Just absolute turnaround of this game. Orochi's 1 round away from making it a reality.
Yeah, that was a round you had to win if you were the Hydras. You had that good individual play coming out from Pig, and the other guy pushed ramp. I think that was Raizu with him. Traded out evenly 2 for 2. You kind of had you should have had a feeling where they were coming from. As we're gonna have the Orochis here.
But DRG played that to perfection. They let the clock run down, let the tension build. 3 players pushing mid. Soybean to find the first. Spawns to get 2 in return. Man advantage finally going ATL's way. House posted up with the up, flashed off the angle, can't quite get anything done, but man advantage still retained for ATL. Cancel to try to lurk one out. Palace can't quite get the kill on Raizu, brings him low. 4 versus 2, man advantage first, for the first time in a long time, in ATL's favor.
Yeah, here, you've got to close this round out if you're ATL. If you want
if they lose this, that is getting pantsed on live television.
Yeah.
That's an NRG level throw if you lose this round. Let's hope they can convert. Last two players of DRG to group up to try to hit towards B. Well, they do have a player pushed up into into apps here.
Yeah, looks like here that's gonna be Chip Bev. Chip Bev with a lot on his shoulders here. He should be able to lock these out for free.
And gets both kills. Hydras to break the 12-round streak right here and now of the Orochis, but they have a long road ahead of them. This might just be a cosmetic comeback out of the Hydras. You've got Orochis have 7 chances to close this game out.
Yeah, and with all those close rounds coming down here, it looks like the Orochis here are looking to just half buy down. And also given that they do have a 7-round lead, look to just bring everything into the next round here, close it out quickly.
Yeah, no need to overcook and no need to force into this. But whew, a quick kill from Soybean with the tech. Another from Cancel. Pig to answer one back. House to answer a second. 3 versus 3. Bomb site lost by ATL just to these upgraded pistols. Okay, we may have it around on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. One of the players is low on the DRG side, but they have control. They have a rifle to work with. Eyes the clips. Pitbap with the Tech 9 spray just destroys him. He's getting answered back, but 2 versus 2. House responds to retake. Oh, and they light up for truth, and they're just destroyed by the upgraded pistols. 13-5 victory for Orochis. See you later. You had no chance, Hydras. The Orochis shut you down at the gate.
Yeah, complete and utter domination outside those first 4 rounds from the Orochis. Did have that little bit of a trip up, however, they just next round they came out and just ran them over.
Yeah, that just felt like bullying for most of that game. I gotta say, that was just nothing could go wrong for the Orochi squad. Absolute masterclass out of them. Recovered the game and got the decisive W.
Yeah, not much I can say about that from an analytical standpoint. You just got to come out, hit your shots.
And ATL just wasn't. They weren't hitting their shots. They were caught out of position, and they ran out of time to make anything happen in that game. Just nearly flawless from the DRG side of things.
Yeah,
but
it was rough watch. Rough watch.
Rough watch? Maybe. It was a little bit of it was a fun game to watch. That was just perfection out of DRG. Sometimes it's fun to see something like that, you know? All the shots hitting. They were hitting some gnarly shots and just destroying. Some of those shots were criminal, especially that last Tech 9 round. Those kills coming out of Palace and that kill on the Khan with the Tech 9 long range was just brutal. See you later, son. DRG is here to party. They got a good season ahead of them, I want to say. If they play like that, it's a done deal. Anyways, though, that's all my thoughts on it.
Yeah,
how about you, Fishy?
I've got nothing else really to add to that. They just came out, hit him in the mouth, bullied him around for a bit and left.
Yeah, they're like, oh, we'll let you think you have a chance. Then we'll just swiftly take that back. Well, anyway, I've been Amos Kingsnake.
And I've been Fishiness.
It's been lovely to have you all. Hope you all have a wonderful rest of your night, ladies and gentlemen.
And we bid you adieu.
Fighting to create a song. I don't want to miss a beat. And on we'll go. Through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And